Hello, Ani, Bushu, Tanshe. Welcome to the 2021 Wilmot Terry Fox Run. We have gathered in Wilmot Township on the traditional territory of the Neutral, Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee and Mississauga peoples. As we are gathered here to honour Terry Fox and his contributions to the progress of all who occupy Turtle Island, also known as Canada, I wish to acknowledge the Métis ancestry of Terry and his family. I also want to acknowledge the importance of the Dish with One Spoon Covenant, a peace agreement made between Indigenous nations before European settlers arrived. It symbolises our collective responsibility to each other and Mother Earth. We should take only what we need, leave enough for others, and keep the dish clean. By acknowledging this covenant and the First Nations, Métis and Inuit peoples, we are reminded of our important connection to this shared land where we live, learn and work together as a community.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
In 1980, Terry Fox inspired us by showing that one person can make a difference.
He captivated the nation with his Marathon of Hope, raising money for cancer research.
Terry started a grassroots movement when he told us,
if you've given $1, you are a part of the Marathon of Hope.
He knew that ending cancer was too much for just one person, and he said,
even if I don't finish, we need others to continue.
It's got to keep going without me.
Terry is still inspiring us to work towards finding a cure for cancer.
Because of the money raised by the Terry Fox Foundation, we now understand the disease better than ever before.
That's why Terry's accomplishment is celebrated every year at Terry Fox runs across the world.
It doesn't matter where you came from.
All that matters is that we work together.
You can follow in Terry's footsteps by raising money to help us get closer to ending cancer.
Join us at the Wilmot Terry Fox Run as we celebrate 25 years of fundraising in our community.
Because Terry Fox lives here.
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 Fred Fox here, Terry's older brother. Hey, just wanted to welcome everybody to the 2021 Wilmot Terry Fox Run, and thank you for participating, fundraising for cancer research in Terry's name. It's so amazing to know that this year marks the 25th anniversary of when the very first Terry Fox Run was held in the Wilmot area. So thank you to everyone who's ever participated and committed some time to doing that. Thank you to Cheryl and Nigel, all the volunteers who give so much of their time in organizing the Terry Fox Run in Wilmot and committing their time throughout the year. It truly is amazing, and the Terry Fox Foundation and cancer research in Terry's name just wouldn't happen if not for communities like yours. So thank you so very much for all of you, and on behalf of our family and the Terry Fox Foundation, congratulations. Have a great 2021 Terry Fox Run in Wilmot, and hopefully we'll get a chance to visit your area one day soon again. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Tansei, Jennifer Parkinson, Nishni Kashun, Michivisque. Hello, I'm Jennifer Parkinson, I'm President of the Grand River Métis Council, Métis Nation of Ontario. On behalf of Grand River Métis Council, welcome. Welcome to the Terry Fox Run for Wilmot Township, and thank you to Nigel and Cheryl, the organizers of this run, and for inviting us here to welcome all of you. I am a Métis woman, and like Terry, I did not know I was Métis growing up. And today, we not only remember Terry's efforts, his run across Canada in 1980. I was a high school student, and I remember watching this young man, his bravery, his tenacity, and his determination not to give up. He raised awareness for cancer and cancer research, and his legacy continues every year in runs across Canada like this. I too am a cancer survivor, and I attribute my survival to what Terry started and what all of you continue every year. Remember, Terry was one man, and one person can make such a difference in many lives. Have a great night. Marcy.
A few years ago, the Fox family discovered its Métis ancestry, and the official 2021 Terry Fox Run t-shirt is the first one that refers to this heritage. Earlier this year, I chatted with the Métis graphic designer and the artist who created the t-shirt's design.
I sort of thought about what a few concepts would be, and I knew that they wanted to incorporate the mousetrap beading, so right away, because Mallory and I had worked before on the pamphlet, we thought, oh, that would be another perfect collaboration. So Mallory graciously agreed to come aboard and customize some more graphics for it.
Kim reached out to me when the project began and just wanted to involve me because we had previously worked together on a pamphlet having to do with Terry Fox's Métis kinship. So we had already worked together. We had a similar concept in mind based on the pamphlet. So it was actually a pretty easy progression to carry it over into a t-shirt design. Beadwork is such an integral part of Métis culture and art. And, to kind of go back to the first question that you asked, that's one of the ways that it falls into my current art practice, which is mainly digital, but I like to do floral work that is inspired by Indigenous beadwork. And so you'll see elements of the design that are really distinctly Métis beadwork. And so when Kim refers to the mousetrap design, it's that kind of viney element that it looks a little bit like maybe like barbed wire, but in traditional Métis beadwork, it was actually to replicate mousetraps in the snow. And so if you ever look at traditional Métis beadwork, and it's also in a lot of modern Indigenous beadwork now, you'll see this sort of viney, it kind of looks like tendrils. And indeed, sometimes it is tendrils, but oftentimes it was modeled off of mousetraps. And so and I've been taught by various master beadworkers that this was originally a Métis design. So that was really important for us to include, just kind of a nod to our ancestors and their traditional patterns. And the flowers themselves are actually, we use them because they had reference to areas where Terry Fox's family, Métis family, lived and grew up. So we have the prairie crocus, Manitoba's flower, provincial flower, and we also have the wild rose, which in this case was a nod to North Dakota, which is their state flower. We really wanted it to speak to Terry's lineage, his Métis lineage, and connections to the land that his family had, and just through geography of where they lived.
Through the Métis Nation BC, I was introduced to another artist, and her name is Leah Dorian. She's an artist and educator. And she was gracious enough to do the translation for us. Yeah, and she actually had a fun little story behind it. She said that the Métis people are sort of more action or verb with the background. So she said that maybe instead of just using the word run, it should be running. So that's how she came upon that translation, which I thought was really interesting.
This year's Wilmot Terry Fox Run is one day your way. While we can't be together in person, we will still be united in spirit. Register as an individual, family, or virtual team at wilmotterryfox.ca and start your fundraising effort. Then, on Sunday, September 19, do your Terry Fox Run wherever you are, around your neighborhood, backyard, down the street, or around the block. Walk, ride, wheel, or run. Why? Because cancer research can't wait for COVID to be over. Because it's the 25th anniversary of the first Terry Fox Run in our community. And because Terry asked us to try. Join us on September 19 for one day your way at the 2021 Wilmot Terry Fox Run. Because Terry Fox lives here. This year we're celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Terry Fox Run in Wilmot. Since 1996, our community has raised over $210,000 for cancer research. Here are some of the incredible volunteers who have organized the local run over the past quarter century, telling us what Terry means to them.
What can I say about Terry Fox that hasn't been said already? He is a real live Canadian superhero. He is an inspiration, and he is a reminder of the strength and power of the human spirit. I remember when his run took him through New Hamburg, the highway actually ran through our backyard, and our family just cheered him on. And the campaign was that we were all encouraged to give $1 to the campaign, and of course we did. And I think, wow, even at the age of 8 or 9, I was making a difference. His legacy is more wrapped up in bringing people together to make a difference, to cheer each other on. We will continue on Terry Fox's journey because we do make a difference.
I think the thing that inspires me the most when I think of Terry Fox and the Marathon of Hope is Terry's selflessness. I mean, he was cancer-free when he started his run. He wasn't doing it for himself. He wasn't doing it for the fame or the glory or anything like that. He was simply trying to raise money for cancer research to help other people. So, I mean, aside from the physical demands of running a marathon every day, I think what inspires me, again, is his selflessness, that he just put himself last and did everything he could to help others.
Hello, and welcome to the 2021 virtual Wilmot Terry Fox Run. My name is Sharon Chambers, and I'm the incoming CAO for the Township of Wilmot starting on October 12th. Nigel told me that it is 25 years since the first Terry Fox Run was organized in Wilmot. You know, during my time as a CAO, I've had such an opportunity to work with so many wonderful community volunteers who give their time and their talent to make their communities better and to help people. Terry Fox really embodied this giving spirit, and I already see so much of this in the people of Wilmot. Cheryl and Nigel and all of the volunteers involved in organizing this event, as well as all of you participating today, thank you for everything that you do. I look forward to joining the Wilmot community in October, and I can't wait to meet everyone. Have a great event.
Hi guys, Dan Todd here. I remember growing up in Mannheim when I was very, very young, and every day we would see on the news Terry Fox. And back at that time, I didn't know what he was doing. I just knew that there was this guy who I saw on the news every day who was this superstar, bigger than life. My father and I would talk about this with the family, and I remember my dad putting a map on the kitchen table, and he would point out all these different places where Terry was and where he was on his journey. It's amazing now, being a little bit older and having a real understanding of what he was trying to accomplish back then. But to me, it was just Terry Fox. He was just this really cool guy doing this really, really cool thing. Time went on, I found out Terry Fox was running through Wilmot Township. I was ecstatic. This was such incredible news. I was so excited about this, and sure enough, he came through Baden and New Dundee, you know, and to me, it was just like, there's the guy that I saw on TV. He was going to be coming through Wilmot Township. Now I look at what he's accomplished, being a little bit older and seeing what he's done, and I realized this gentleman wasn't in it for fame. this guy that I saw on the news every day, who in my eyes back then was this movie star, this bigger than life celebrity. He wasn't interested in the fame. He wasn't interested in the accolades. All he wanted to do was find a cure for this heartless disease that was affecting his life. And now I look at how this heartless disease has affected the lives of you and I. My beautiful wife lost her father in 2008. I lost my mom in 2020. So for those of you who are participating and for those of you who are donating, from the bottom of my heart, God bless you. Way to go.
Hi everyone, we're all getting together for the Terry Fox Run this year, and I can't tell you just what it means to me, having been someone who's participated in Terry Fox runs here in Canada and around the world. Terry Fox was such a symbol of courage, of resilience, of fortitude in so many ways, and reminds me so much of so many people who have fought these fights and helped us to realize that we can go further than we thought we could. And so I'd like to welcome everyone and encourage and appreciate your participation. And more importantly, as we work together to celebrate and to raise awareness, to really encourage us to think and reflect on who Terry Fox was, and how, as we reflect and learn from Terry's story, the pieces that it could mean for us in pushing and going further than we ever thought we could. Thanks so much.
On September 1st, 1980, Terry took his last steps of the Marathon of Hope. Exactly 41 years later, Wilmot acknowledged his legacy near Schmidt Woods, where we dedicated a tree and plaque in his honour. The white pine tree was donated by a local resident who wishes to remain anonymous, and the plaque is from Cheryl and me. When we reflect on Terry's legacy, our first thought is of his dream of a world without cancer. That was at the front of his mind with every step that he took. Cancer survivors who participate in the Terry Fox Run are known as Terry's team members, and we have two of them with us today, Ross and Jane Eichler, who will be unveiling the plaque. Now, before you remove the cover, I have to tell you that what's under there isn't the brass plaque. The unpredictable times that we live in have caused delays with the materials that were needed to produce it, so unfortunately the delivery has been delayed until later this month. However, our friend John Jordan has saved the day by engraving and donating a beautiful slate version of our design, and that's what is under the cover. When the brass plaque is ready, it will replace the slate sign, which we'll auction and donate the funds to the Terry Fox Foundation. Okay, you ready? Can we do a countdown from 3? 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Jane Eichler, and I am a cancer survivor.
And I'm Ross Eichler, and I am also a cancer survivor.
I was diagnosed in December of 2018, just before Christmas. I found out that I had cancer on a mole. I had looked in the mirror and saw a mole on my breast that looked a little red around the edges. Had an appointment with the doctor. She looked at it, she said, "It doesn't look, I don't know, Jane." She said, "I don't feel anything there, but how about we do a little biopsy of it next week?" So I went in the next Thursday. She did a biopsy, and on December the 23rd, I got the phone call. And it was not a very happy Christmas.
Well, before I was diagnosed, I was generally healthy. I had no problems that I know of, anyway. We went to the doctor, and it was after doing blood work that they found that my PSA was out of whack and getting higher and so on. So they did some more tests and more blood samples and tests and whatever, and finally was diagnosed that I had prostate cancer.
My immediate reaction to hearing that I had cancer was frightening for me. My father had had cancer, all of his siblings had cancer, and on the same side of my mother, her mother, and all of her children all died from cancer. And I thought, oh my goodness, maybe I'll die from cancer.
Well, I was, I suppose, somewhat surprised as well. However, I was never a great person to be going to a doctor. I wasn't a regular customer, so to speak. And I'm glad that I finally started going for yearly physicals, and that's where it turned up.
I have been cancer-free for 3 years now, just about 3 years.
And I am going on 21 years. So.
Well, we can remember Terry running down the 7 and 8 highway past New Hamburg, and how excited we were to see him run, and we just, there's no words for it except that we just adored him. We thought the world of him.
He started something, and you could tell he was going to finish it. And he had great determination, and I'm sure that has rubbed off on us with the cancer research especially. And we're very happy and proud to be part of the Morningside walking team for cancer research here in New Hamburg. And I think the whole town of New Hamburg, the township of Wilmot, I think everyone is very much behind the Terry Fox Foundation and its goals.
And we especially thank you for doing it.
Yeah.
Alistair Bradley and Sean Bertram have been great supporters of the Wilmot Terry Fox Run over the years. One of Alistair's songs, What a Day, has become our unofficial theme with its uplifting message of hope and ambition. Here are Alistair and Sean to end our opening ceremony, performing a unique version of What a Day, recorded especially for the Wilmot Terry Fox Run. Thank you, Wilmot. Have a great day.
I've been a kid, been to school, made mistakes, I've even broken a few rules. I've fallen down, pushed around, gave my ground, but tell me what's I gotta do. I played it cool, called it smart, been untrue, I know I've broken someone's heart. But no more war or keeping score, I'll open the front door instead of living in my backyard. What a day, I don't care if the rain shall fall, I feel 20 feet tall. What a day, there's no limit to what I can do, 'cause every day is brand new, and what a day. People tell me what to see, but mister, I'm not you and you're not me. I could stay in yesterday, now it's gone away, I will choose what I should be. Hey, I know the line on wrong and right, and the right side's where I'll fight to spend my life. I can make a difference in this world, I just need to keep on standing upright. What a day, I don't care if the rain shall fall, I feel 20 feet tall. What a day, there's no limit to what I can do, 'cause every day is brand new, and what a day. I'm not proud of things I've done, I won't forget a single one. Tomorrow will forgive me, I believe. What a day, I don't care if the rain shall fall, I feel 20 feet tall. What a day, there's no limit to what I can do, 'cause every day is brand new. What a day, well I don't care feel 20 feet tall. What a day. There's no limit to what I can do, 'cause every day is brand new, and what a day. What